Welcome back to the KDDP YouTube channel. I'm Casey Campbell, and thanks for tuning in. Of course, we are talking to all of our 2024 Kulwicki Driver Development Program finalists, and we're here with another one. Levon Van Der Geest of Merrill, Wisconsin, is back again for his second round of back for his second year in the program. Levon, welcome back to KDDP.
Thank you. It's good to be back on here with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I asked you this last year. What were you doing when you found out that you were going to be a finalist again?
Well, I was a lot more prepared for the whole process this year, and I had a good feeling about making it in. When the biggest thing was making it as a semifinalist. When I saw that you guys were considering me, then I started feeling really good about it. But then the closer we got to the announcement, I was looking at all the other competitors, and I'm like, it's a solid group of guys, and I just got more and more, nervous as it came closer, and I don't know. It's like I saw the announcement this morning. It's like you feel relief and then you feel like excitement, and it's like a bunch of different emotions, and it's like I don't know. It sparked a fire in me, like that. That's another pusher to make this. Like I want to make this a really good year, and I think it's going to be. And my whole is really poised to make it a special year too. So it's a cool feeling.
Absolutely. Um, so I know that you and I have had a lot of discussions about this, and obviously you've talked many times when you've been on here. It was not a good year for you last year. I know you did get a win at Golden Sands earlier in the summer, but I know that obviously last year really is going to motivate you for this year. Just kind of recap 2023, but because I know on track may have not been the best, but it was a really good, successful year for you.
Yeah, we definitely didn't slack on putting the work in last year. It was just about, with racing, all the stars have to line up for you to have a good year, and it's like, we put the work in, and it just didn't quite line up for us last year, and that happens. But we were really proactive about it, and we were especially proactive about it over this winter. I think every single DNF that we had this year, we've went back and looked at and have made big changes. To ensure that this year none of that stuff happens to us, and it comes down to all the work that we put in is going to show this year instead of it being kind of leaked away from having mechanical failures. And I think that's going to be huge for us this year. And you know
Okay, so I know that you and I have kind of talked about a lot of the things that you've kind of been up to this year, but you haven't really I know you got a chance to talk about it during your semifinalist interview, but why don't you tell America what Vander Geest Racing has been up to this winter?
we've really dug deep into the cars over the winter. We kind of, we had broken A arms last year. We had bolts breaking, bolts falling out. We had a lot of engine failures, a lot of overheating. I mean, everything under the sun. We ended up with 8 DNFs last year, so we had um, a lot of things to go off of and think about. So we went and replaced every bolt in the entire car. We bought an entire new set of bolts, so we're going to be replacing all the bolts throughout the season. We went to new A arms, um, all new A arms, new ball joints on the whole car. We went to a different motor program. We went to different radiators. I mean, we've done just about everything that we can think of to ensure that we're going to have a good season and that the car isn't going to give up on us this year. So it's been big. It's been a lot of work, but I think it's going to pay off for us.
Um, I know I mean, this year just overall, are you more determined than ever to have a successful year in 2024?
Yeah, for sure. I think everyone is. I mean, even setups wise, we've been learning over the winter. We went and talked with Toby Noodleman. I'm sure all you guys probably know him. He's Ty Majeski's crew chief. But we went to his shop and kind of went over the entire car with him, and he gave us some tips and tricks to try out. And we have all of our setups to work with from last year, but we've already been we actually bought a new shock dyno over the winter, so we're gonna up our shock program. We're gonna be working harder on that. Um, I don't know. It's we have a lot of stuff going on, and I think it's really good. We're learning and we're trying to grow.
Okay. I know you made a lot of changes during the winter. Your schedule is also changing as well. What are we going to expect Levon to be in 2024 in terms of where you're heading? Obviously, you're going to run the full Midwest tour again, but you're also doing some more stuff too.
Yeah, we made a couple changes. We're still going to be going through the same as last year. We're going to be going for 3 championships again this year, which is big, but I think we can definitely handle it. We're doing the full ASA Midwest Tour, running for a championship there. We're doing the full racing for points at Golden Sand Speedway. We're going to be racing for a championship there. And then we're also racing for the Red Championship at WIR, which I'm really excited about because that's one of my favorite tracks, and I've never had the chance to race there more than once a year. And it's kind of the same as Plover, I love that track, but we just never have put time into racing there. So I think like being able to race a lot more at tracks that I truly think I'm really good at and really like is gonna also be another factor to make this a lot more successful year for us.
Of course, that is the red, white, and blue series at WIR. So we got the red race, the white race, and the blue race. So I'm excited.
And
Um,
on top of that too, I forgot to mention we're gonna also be doing Slinger. We're not running for points championship there, but we're gonna do the big shows. We're gonna do the Slinger Nationals, the Alan Kulwicki Memorial.
yep.
Obviously the first ASA race is the Miracle on High Banks at Slinger, and
Yep.
probably one other race there throughout the year. So it's gonna be a full schedule, but I think we're up for it.
And of course, you can watch all the ASA Midwest Tour action on Track TV. So that'll be fun stuff there. So cannot wait for the Midwest Tour to begin. Can April come already?
I
Um,
know.
so um, let's also talk about this too. Um, you've been more of a presence on all of your social media accounts, and you're also on the charitable side of things, which is another factor in the program. You're also finding ways to do that too, and I know your crew is also helping you out with that as well.
Yeah, for sure. Social media wise, I am making a lot bigger effort to make posts, multiple posts a week, even though it's the off season. Like normally in the past, I'd always wait till race season to start posting again.
Yeah,
But we're getting at it. We're getting at it early. We made a bunch of posts already, and we're constantly working on more. I think I might try to make one tonight in the race shop, working on the cars. Just keep everyone updated. I think that's important to keep the fans engaged. And community service wise, I already did my first event earlier this year. One of my crew guys actually helped me out with that. He told me about it and told me I was invited to come. So I was like, yeah, it's a great opportunity. I had some free time on the weekend, so I went and it was a fundraiser for the school that his daughter goes to. And it was kind of a fish fry thing, and I helped serve food to people, so it was
awesome.
really cool. Um, and we have a lot of ideas for this year, community service wise. That are in the works. It's going to be pretty exciting stuff. So I'm excited to announce it. I don't want to announce anything yet because I'm not sure what's going to happen and what's going to fall, but we're definitely going to be doing a lot this year, a lot more than last year. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Um, I've asked this question to everybody I've talked to today. What does it mean to be a KDDP finalist again?
Um, well, I'll start off with the obvious thing. Alan Kulwicki, the person who the program is founded around. Growing up, my favorite race car driver was Jimmy Johnson, actually, because that's who I grew up. That's who I grew up watching. That's just who I liked. But the more I've learned about Alan Kulwicki from being a part of the program and researching him and reading Father Gruba's book,
Yeah,
I realized that if I was alive when he was racing, he's definitely the driver I would have been cheering for. I see so many things in him that I think of like doing that I do myself, and so many qualities that I admire in him and that I want to work to be better at. And I don't know, it's just such an inspirational thing, and like to be part of that and to be able to represent him and the people that were around him during his 1992 season, to meet those people and be able to be connected with them, it's huge. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah. You also kind of talked about that. I mean, obviously, you're also going to Milwaukee, University of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the same school that Alan went to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering. What to kind of how was going to school, getting your degree, setting you up for the future? How just talk about that process and how it's been going.
Yeah. A big part of the reason why I went to UW Milwaukee was because of Alan Kulwicki's ties to the school. I mean, um, it's inspirational to be following in his footsteps like that, and going for a mechanical engineering degree. I'd say another big reason why I'm also Ty Majeski, a former KDDP champion. I know he had a mechanical engineering degree, and I saw what that did for him in his racing career. It was huge. Riley Stenjum, obviously, mechanical engineering. Just so many other racers that I look up to have gone through this path. So I thought it would be a great path for me. I'm racing something that I love to do, and it's something I want to be involved with throughout the rest of my life. So I figured it would be a good path for me to go down.
Yeah, for sure. And what are your goals for this year, in 2024? And what would really make 2024 a successful year for Levon?
We definitely we had a lot of speed last year, but we had all the DNFs, we had all the bad luck. So this year, I would really like to see that speed that we had last year develop and also come to fruition. Like I want to see. I think we definitely have the capability to win some big races this year and to have a good shot at championships. And I think that's going to be a really big part of the goal this year, is to be shooting for that stuff, shooting for the big, Dixieland 250 win or the Slayer Nationals. I mean, I need to get my name out there and show. We need to show people that we're the real deal, because I think we really have what it takes. So I guess that's a big goal for this year.
All right. Levon Van Der Geest, thank you so much for the time and congrats on being a 2024 Kulwicki Driver Development Program finalist and best of luck this year.
Thank you.